Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, the second launch. Yes, welcome back. And a happy new year to one and all. I hope it is a better one than last year. And or it's a good one. Both of them, really. Icarus, stop staring at the sky in exasperation when I try to say Happy New Year. That'd be much appreciated, thank you. But yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Since last time, admittedly there's been a slightly longer pause between videos than this, but there has been some upgrades going on, which I'll give you a quick rundown of. First off, all belts blue, so all belts are running flat out fast as possible. So that's all belts and all sorters maxed out. Second off, don't know if you could see because it's night time, but you can see when I'm close to them. I've upgraded my assemblers to level 2. So these guys are now operating faster than before. Ain't that lovely? Oh, and I've got a few extra bits and pieces to put down here. Hang on a sec. There we go, just ignore that. Making the towers even more towery. Right. So, I did that so we got just a bit more burst research potential going on, though I have installed batteries as well around the place, so we've got some power storage going on, which is always nice. Next up is, I guess, last noteworthy thing, which is I have a single fabricator producing semiconductor parts, I think, no, microcrystalline components. Okay. And then we've got this one here, which is automatically producing the processors. It's a very slow tick of production, but it's running off a boatload of silicon, which I've shipped back from the other planet. I did a couple of runs in between as well. And then those feed all the way up to my existing factory infrastructure up here to allow for the production of the level 2 assemblers, though because production speed is so limited, they are just it's literally just a trickle of materials coming through, a bit at a time, a bit at a time, a bit at a time. Yeah, I've got 900 on me, I'll keep that. Moving on. Now, so what we're going to do this time? This time we are going to step things up a little bit. We are going to hit the third stage of research. I've forgotten to refuel again, hang on. Right. And I think we're going to try and muck around a bit with some... Yep. A bit with some processing as well, because we were planning to do that. We were planning to get the next stage of oil refining going. Though there is something I must own up to and admit, and that is... Remember how I said this is like something about the oil refinery which forced me to use blueprints for the first time? That was literally my brain doing a derp on me. Because I put it together and thought, ooh, cool, I can just have these two belts on here. And it's like, ooh, it's got 3 sides. I can use them one thing for each. And it's like, you're an idiot. You don't have to do that. I could literally string these out just like anything else I've done without needing to do this complex double-stacked belt at the back. So the blueprint was not necessary at all. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Let's see. To get the next tier, we require diamonds and titanium crystals. Diamonds are literally just smelt energetic carbon. Easy peasy. I am running out of space a little bit over here, but I have enough room here, I think, to just slot that straight in. Of course, I don't have any smelters, do I? That's the way it goes. Let's get 10 of them. I'll also need a bank of production. So we've got 9 of each so far. Let's go with 4, then 5. Just slap them out because we've got the materials on me. Nice and easy. Oh, we don't quite have room there, do we? Oh, well, that's okay. Where do I have energetic carbon feeding around to? I'm feeding around over here because I need it for the red ones, of course. I'll just tap that line there, and I'll build this next one over here somewhere. That sounds fine. Oh wow. It's been a while since that happened. I've run out of foundations. I'll have to loot the stockpile, which is admirably well stocked. There we go. And I could just, honestly, increase the size, couldn't I, like that? Oh, that's as big as it goes? Okay. So just slap it all down like that. And this little new parking lot should serve admirably for what I want. So, let us get started. I want you to be here. Easy peas, you make the yellow things, you make the yellow things. And I admit, this is getting away from what somebody Dan called my pretty factory lines in his comment on the last video. It is going away from it ever so slightly, and the factory is slowly becoming more tangled. And I'll be honest, there was another brain derp involved there, which would have made this entire factory even prettier, and would have avoided some of the problems as well, which is I was just building vertical because I thought, like pole for pole, and then I never examined that concept again. What I could have done is I could have built it around the actual circumference of the planet, as in the equator. So this complex belt pattern here, if I'd done that across the planet, if I'd girdled the planet with that instead, then I wouldn't have had the issue of like the grid spreading out, the lines congesting, all that. It would just be like a constant width ring all the way around the planet, and it would be great. Unfortunately, if I want to reconvert this planet to do that this time, I need to basically bleed all the lines, empty all of the production facilities, strip out the storage, and redo the entire thing from scratch. So I'd need a lot of personal inventory space and time to just shuffle everything around, literally. So it might be better just to, just to build a new factory plant and then strip this one down for parts, then redo it that way. So, fun times for everything, really. Let's just put this all along here. That look good? That looks good. Sure, it's next to a resource line, but that's okay, I'm not being picky. It's not like we're actually stuck for choice or anything like that. Okay, I've set you to produce diamonds. Yes, I'll tap the existing lines as I mentioned over here, so nice and easy. Bish bash bosh, draw things out from where I've already got the supplies rolling around, like so. I didn't need to quite do that. Let's go with that one. And then I'll just drop it straight back down, and off you go. And that's because, honestly, diamonds don't exactly need much of them. At least, a slowish trickle has always been okay from when I've hit this stage previously. That one there, yes. There we go, we got that going. Right, next one, the complex one. Next one is we need organic crystals, which we need the research for, I just remembered. I should have been doing that while I was waiting. Where was organic crystals? Where was organic crystals, actually? I've forgotten. Sorry, give me a second. Smelter, where is the thing? Oh, I've already got it. Right. Refined oil, water, plastic. It's a good thing we already built the plastic, isn't it? Let's go ahead and grab that. So we've already got refined oil and water piped into this area. Well, I say piped, flowing into this area. So we don't need to really do much of anything else except get some chemical plants, which might be the sticking point. It is a chemical plant thing, isn't it? Yes, it is. Chemical facility. Okay, so I need to get some more facilities rigged up, and then we'll be rolling. So I'll just quickly do that, and I'll see you in a few moments. There we go. Got a new belt laid in. For convenience, I've just followed the line the ore belts were already taking along this route. So, you know, just off it goes. Yes. Ah, fly my drones, yes. Look how quickly they're doing the jobs. I do like the upgraded drones. I've been saying it before, I'll say it again. They are great. I thought for a moment that was a drone flying off there, but it's not. It's just hydrogen out of the refineries. Oh my. 3,000 left. This poor iron deposit is all but spent. Oh dear. Alas, poor iron deposits. We knew ye not very much at all, and your precious crystals have been consumed by our desire for expansion and profit. You will not be missed when you are gone, because there are many crystals like you. You are simply the first in a long line of a long family line of iron deposits that will be stripped bare to feed our insatiable demand for progress. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, right. We've basically got turnkey operation here now, so we are pretty much good to go. I just need to install a sorter here. Sorry, a splitter here, just to allow for drawing off the line further. And start plugging things in. So, oh, things are a bit tight here. Oh wait, no, that's an elevated belt, never mind. That's the water flow. That is the oil flow. In it goes. Yep. Sorted. So these guys... Oh, I've got the inserters the one way around. You didn't see anything, okay? I know what I'm doing. I installed these machines perfectly. Oh yeah, I also expanded this as well, in case you didn't notice. Right, you didn't notice, I mean, yeah. Oh, it's always the silliest little things that sometimes slip through, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, I lied. We didn't quite have a turnkey operation good to go. It was needing a few last bits of troubleshooting to sort it all out, but yes, it's all rolling now. That's flowing. The next stage is to get the crystals built, which is here. Unfortunately, that requires titanium, but I have a shipment of titanium on me, which can be loaded straight in for temporary use. I'm going to keep one stack on me because I might need it. But that will also feed into everything as soon as they build up enough to get past the storage. Which I think, in the interest of getting things rolling, is I'm going to actually cancel for the moment. Same over here. I might get storage built in later for these things, but yeah. There we go. There we go. It is beginning. We are producing titanium crystals. Of course, they have a bit of a trek to go because it's scattered out a little bit, but hey. That's one of the appeals of factory games, though. This sprawl, this tangle, it looks like a bit of a mess, honestly, but it's a mess of my making. Rah, rah, rah. Also, I should probably actually connect this to the primary research bank as well. No space over that side, so it's going to be on this side. Which will go like so. I also forgot to do some research too. There is something I need, which is something for our power supply, which we can do with our existing level of tech, which is we could get a Dyson swarm started up without any yellow matrices at all. So let's grab those while we have this chance, and yellow is starting to build up. Like that. What I have? Yep, it prioritizes stuff flowing through. So I'll put that there. And let's just raise it up and join this belt here, I guess. Just follow it around the place. Easy peasy. One row of that to act as a buffer for when the rest of it's full. 3 unloaders to quickly deploy that buffer if required. 1 to load it, so it's not going to load that fast. But now they can flow. And look at that, we have yellow moving straight into position. Haha. Perfect. They'll also notice, by the way, even with our expanded research facilities, our research plant went off without a hitch, despite being more demanding than our power grid could handle, and that's because of the battery storages we had in place. Some of them are depleted, as you can see, so they're just trying to charge back up. But it was enough to smooth out the dip and flow of energy demand, so it's a step towards making the factory more consistently operational. More importantly though, these towers are being primed with yellow. And that is our next step for today. Our next step is we want to get to interplanetary and automate this stuff. So we need a high strength titanium alloy, which is titanium plus steel plus, I think that, is that sulfuric acid? Something. But it requires a little bit of structural compared to a massive amount of the other two, so not much yellow is required for these two techs. But here we go. Exciting stuff. Soon the interplanetary network will be ready, and while that's cooking up, I'll see about trying to upgrade my oil refining setup a little bit. Okay, that's taken a little bit of plumbing around, I must admit. Just wrap that up here. Okay, right, so that's that. Hydrogen is now feeding into here, which is the running on the more efficient thing that Yosemite Dan reminded me of, I think it was last episode actually, or the episode before in his comments. And this is the X-ray cracking processing, which is taking refined oil and hydrogen to produce energetic graphite and more hydrogen. So a bit of a surplus going on. So I was just getting everything plumbed in and wired and ready for it. So let's go. I still have a backup split here, which will filter out some. Sorry, this one prioritizes going into industrial processes, so this is still the industrial feed line this way. But the backup flow line now connects to another filter, which prioritizes this off-road here, and then dumps the rest out into the generator backup system there. So, you know, that's still burning to use it. This one, though, leads down here into this new oil refinery down here, doing the X-ray cracking, along with the hydrogen supply. And then hydrogen coming from here is prioritized out onto here to ensure that there's always a feed of it. But as you can see, it's got a priority merger here, so it'll prioritize any hydrogen coming in from these guys first to flow into there before it does anything with it. And once that's full, it goes into here for another split, and then that feeds it down into a storage tank down here, which is to hold it before it goes into red matrices production down here. Something like that, yeah. So that's doing things. Though that said, this is overflowing, so... I'm thinking backup split. But if this overflows, to just make sure these things keep running. Because this only goes into there now, and then there's this is between the oil refinery and the matrix production. So yeah, that's causing a backflow problem. Let's separate this for the moment. And logistics, please give me one of them. Yep, that'll do. You flow down into there. Then you come off into there. That is your priority output. So you'll always try and fill that up. But then if you're starting to overflow and back up like you are now, you will instead output onto here, which will get through this tangle here. Yeah, beautiful factory this is not. And that will... Which line do I want to prioritise? Do I want to prioritise stuff coming out of here? No, I want to prioritise stuff coming out of here. So this will connect into here as the priority. So if this backs up too far, then this one will stop, which is just fine. So okay, yeah, that'll do. And that'll ensure that this keeps on processing no matter what. Yeah. Okay, so the last line I've built into here is this line down here. Graphite goes into the graphite smelting array because that's where all my outputs lead from. Except that I've gone down here and I've reworked it as another priority merger. So any graphite coming from the X-ray cracking is first in line to get going to storage refill or out to production lines or anything like that. So the smelters will only run when they don't have enough coming through from the X-ray line to do anything, which is, well, the X-ray line's producing darn all really at the moment, isn't it? But that's because there's only one of them. But we've got room for all these. Look at them go. Okay, so I need to line this up with the last one, which is there. That goes all the way to there. Good. Using the last two on that output line as well, so all that goes to there, and that one goes to there. Jolly good. Yeah, there, that's looking right. Looking nice. I was about to lay foundation underneath all these, just for appearance, but I've realised I don't have enough on me. So, yeah, you can spend foundation so quickly if you're not careful. No need to be careful though, I've got tons of this stuff, it's just... I have to actually put the effort in to go and fetch it. I mean, it's all the way over there. I mean, well, it's actually over... No, it's somewhere around here. It's such a big distance. Oh, I can't manage it. But Icarus's legs will get tired, or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get these things actually powered up, shall we? I'll do that one. I'll do all them. That'll do all them, and we need one there too. There we go. Full bank of refineries doing X-ray processing of returning light oil into more and more hydrogen. Because why not, basically. No, it is a bit slow, but hey, it's doing the stuff. Right. Okay, so I started doing that. My next step was actually going to be... There it is. Fractionators, which take hydrogen. That's why I wanted the extra hydrogen feed off here. Hydrogen, and then start processing that into deuterium, which is the other thing Yosemite Dam mentioned. And I'm going to have to stop being lazy and actually go and get some foundations. Oops, foundations. Yes, please. So, actually, I'm going to get more. Yes, more. We'll use them eventually. Right, more foundations. And Yosemite Dan mentioned in his post, sorry, his thing to me that wait until you get herb on a deuterium diet. I have never done this before, I've never, ever, ever made deuterium in this game. So let's see. Fractionator. I've never built one of these. Let's put one, I guess. Let's pop it up here. So.
You built a fractionator, which can randomly fractionate several deuterium out of liquid hydrogen. Use a conveyor belt to import hydrogen from one side, export from the opposite side, and the deuterium will export from the front port after fractional distillation. You may want to increase the deuterium production rate. You can accelerate the speed of materials in and out, or build more fractionators.
Ha! Okay. So, input on one side, output on the other, and then the side, if reduced deuterium, will discharge the deuterium. Okay, so this is the first time I've built something that... give me a second, I've got some extra hydrogen I'm going to dump into there. There we go. First time I've built something that actually has a requirement on how you have resources flowing through it. So... yeah, it's got specific plugs. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted the extra hydrogen feed from over this way. So let's go and tell it to... stop prioritizing the lower output, because I want to have an even split going on, if you'd be so kind. Just so I can get this thing going. Though we're going to have to do a bit of fun times to get it out of there. That's okay. Yep, and then I'll just run it along the... I'll run it along the beachfront, why not? Whee, off we go. There, up, across these lines, back down, and then it goes straight into the fractionator? But presumably there's no reason why we can't just have like a whole bunch of things going around. And specifically, somebody down said the ideal thing is to have 8 of these guys. Because less than that and it doesn't produce enough, more than that and it just seems to bog down is the way he put it. So let's do it this way then. Four of these. 4 of these. And I've messed up the feed line slightly there. That's okay. Because I want to try and make sure let's just do this. Get a bit more space. Whoops! No, hang on. I think that's the first time that's really happened this game. It's like when I managed to cross-contaminate the belt with excess material. Luckily, there's nothing actually flowing on this belt because we've run out of titanium, so that's okay. But let's go ahead and get over here, and again, just throw all the excess hydrogen into these things because they can take it. There we go. Right, got rid of all that. So my actual plan, before I accidentally linked lines, was to have this go like that, that go into there, dump off some more hydrogen, please, thank you. And then this will be the infinite loop that I'm meant to try and do. Like so. So if there's any hydrogen coming back around, it'll automatically be prioritized. One there, one there, one there, one there. So like that? Yeah, that'll do it. And of course I do need to get a power pole over here as well for these two. So that is actually very steadily producing deuterium for me. Okay. That was actually not too bad. I mean, I looked at that low percentage and I was just like, and that's what I think. That's why I never touched this. But yeah, it works. And apparently, this is going to be my new fuel source, according to what somebody Dan said. So let's have a look and see. What did it say? Plus 100%. And 9 megajoules. 6.75 and plus 50. Yep, so it is definitely a step above what I'm currently using. However, that said, it doesn't stack very well. So stacks of 20 versus stacks of 100. In terms of raw density, I get way more density out of the energetic graphite rather than the deuterium. Isn't there something I can do with deuterium? Like a fuel rod or something? No, that's a hydrogen fuel rod. Which is pretty darn dense. Doesn't generate as generates faster as well. Requires titanium. Is there a better fuel rod I can make out of deuterium though? It's gotta be somewhere in the tech tree down here. Better deuterium production than strange matter, so it's not. It's more powerful than what I've got, but carrying it in quantity seems to be the thing. Oh, here we go. Deuterium fuel rods, 600 megajoules and plus 300% and 300% power gen. Ooh. I don't quite have enough to actually get there yet, but I will queue that. Sadly, though, we aren't quite going to make my next target for this episode, which was get interplanetary shipping going. Because we're already past our hour mark. You probably heard my phone going off in the background. And that's because we need those titanium ingots to produce the titanium alloy. And then the titanium alloy will allow us to produce the interplanetary ships and the interplanetary ports. The logistics stations. So we need another shipment of titanium before our dreams of intra-system transport become a reality. Well, this guy is running really low, isn't he? But yeah, hey, we got deuterium now though, so let's go ahead and pick that up and throw it into the chamber. And then set course to our other planet for what may be our last supply run, potentially. Yeah, I think this might be our last supply run. We'll also see how the deuterium holds up under sail conditions. Apparently we need to go around the gas giant though. Just like this. Getting down, we are in. We've a minute due time. We've already burned through almost an eighth of our power reserve. So yeah, deuterium does generate quickly, but the density of storage of it is. I'm honestly not that impressed with it. it'll just clog my inventory up if I have too much of that. So I think when we hit deuterium fuel rods, that's probably what Yosemite Dan was talking about, because that'll be a massive boon to us. Oh, speaking of, we're almost actually there. Just turn around a little bit. Go on, that way. Slam us into the planet. Whee, off we go. I'm still debating shipping raw stuff rather than shipping ingots, because centralized processing versus transport efficiency. Who knows? But yeah, until next time though, we're going to call it there. This has been Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and we'll catch you all some other time for some more Dyson Sphere projects. Second launch. Oh yeah, look at all that, some extra titanium. I'll just hang around for the extra to flow in. Just fill my inventory up nice and tight with lots and lots of titanium, because we do need a bunch, so I might as well ship back as much as I can. And then from after this, it'll be automated. But yeah, see you all later.